Hey, hi, hello, how are you? long time, long time. Welcome, hearty, welcome to iLead Tax Talks. Yeah, yes. So today, I wanted to talk to my clients on 9 things to know about partnership. Of late, I have been getting, a lot of queries, to form the business entities, and I've done different videos on what are the benefits of forming an LLC, a C corp, a S corp, of course a sole proprietorship also. But again, I kept getting questions on partnership, so I thought, why not do a small video on this. So here we are to discuss about 9 things that you must know about partnership. Obviously, this is not going to cover the entire partnership tax return or everything about partnership as we do in our enrolled agent tax training, but whatever is relevant for you, probably that is what we are trying to cover in today's session. Okay, please do share this video, and we keep coming live every now and then and we call this show as iLead Tax Talks on Facebook and then YouTube. I'm Nanda Kumar K V here. Fine, so we will get started. Okay, so we know that there are different types of businesses in the USA, different types of business entities. We know about sole proprietorship, we know about partnership, limited partnership. So when you say partnership, it's going to be general partnership by default. Okay, limited partnership, then corporation. And corporation also you have 2 types, C corporation and then an S corporation. And then you have LLC, limited liability company. Then you have non-profit organization, and then something like a cooperative society or something like that. Yeah. But most importantly, the first 5 come into picture: sole proprietorship, partnership. So when you say sole proprietorship, it also includes independent contractors, people who are on 1099 NEC now. Earlier it was 1099 miscellaneous, now it is 1099 NEC. So even those people are treated as sole proprietors. But in my earlier videos, I have already spoken about the benefits of forming an LLC. It is always good for you. Or if you are a green card holder or a US citizen, it is good if you start an S corporation. Again, we will have to review your tax situation and then advise you which one would be better for you. Okay, the non-profit and other things, it comes into picture when you become a when you kind of want to give back to the society and all. Yeah, and we definitely look forward that you grow so much that you start supporting tax exempt organizations or become one. Yeah, fine. So here is a rough statistics of the percentage of business entities that are there. So we have seen these different types of business entities a while ago. Now what percentage of these business entities are there in the US? So if you see, mostly it is 1099s, 1099s, sole proprietors, 72.1%. And if you see partnerships together, it is 4%, 2.3 general partnership, and then limited partnership is 1.7%. And then you have LLCs, which is 5.7%, and then S corporations and then C corporations also exist. Okay, so if you are on 1099, please have a free consultation with our tax expert to see if there's a way that we can form a business entity for you, because it will always give you that limited liability protection. Okay, so let's get into some basic things. So what is partnership? We all know that, right? A partnership is an arrangement between 2 or more people to oversee business operations and share its profits and liabilities. This reminds me, of this quote. I just made a note. Great things in business are never done by one person. They are done by a team of people. Who said this? Steve Jobs, right? So as you have that vision, or that business idea of doing that business, you may need more hands, you may need more support, and when those resources come together, that's when a partnership comes into picture. And in a general partnership company, all members share both profits and liabilities, and then there may be tax benefits to partnership compared to corporations, and partners may also have limited liability. Okay, so as we get into the session, we will get to know so many things about partnership, partners and all. So what are the different types of partnerships? So basically there are two: general partnership and then limited partnership. But I would want you to go through this chart. This will be more useful. Types of partnership. So on the basis of duration, then on the basis of liability. So we divide it into two. So on the basis of duration, partnership at will. At will. Partnership for a fixed term or a particular partnership. So they want to accomplish, a particular, it's kind of a venture, you can say, a joint venture, to put it in the legal terminology, joint venture. And on the basis of liability of partners, general partnership, limited partnership, or limited liability partnership. Okay. Now, next one, how to form a partnership. When you form a partnership, it's very important that you keep in mind the kind of people that you're going to have in your partnership business. It's not the talent alone, it's also the wavelength, the mindset, sharing the vision. I read somewhere, if you can laugh together, you can work together. If you can laugh together, you can work together. Again, at the when you're starting a business, when you're forming a partnership, when you're working towards a bigger vision, purpose, or which you feel as your calling, it's very important that you choose your partners right. Then determine the type of partnership. If you're not sure about it, talk to a tax expert. Come up with a name. You must ensure that that name is not it doesn't conflict with the entities that have already been created with that. Next one, you have to register that partnership, just like how we register an LLC. Similarly, you got to register that partnership also. You have to determine the tax obligations, because once you become a business entity and you start hiring the people, hiring the contractors, or spend money, you got to know whether they are deductible or non-deductible, right? And you got to apply for a EIN, which is employer identification number, and then tax ID numbers. In case you are going to have some foreign partners here, then it's important that they also have their tax ID numbers. Of course, if they don't have SSN, then you have to get their ITIN, individual taxpayer identification number, and I think I have made a separate video on ITIN also, so please take a look at that also. And then agreement, ensure that you have a proper partnership agreement, so that again there are no issues, and in case of any lawsuits or anything like that, or if there is any difference of opinion or understanding, the agreement will always come to your rescue. Then obtain the necessary business licenses, insurance also, I would say, and then permits. There are certain states which are subject to city and county taxes also. You should check if your business will require a local registration too. So, and then opening a business bank account. Most of the times, when you start up initially, it so happens that you use your card very interchangeably, very comfortably, between personal and business. But once you start your business, it is important that you stick to the business card, have all the business transactions done through the business bank account or the business credit card only, and then choose an accounting option. You have cash or accrual method. Anyways, we will not get into that, but let's by default assume that we are going to follow cash method, wherein income is realized only when it is received and expenses are realized only when it is paid. Next, do partnership pay taxes. Okay, now partnership in itself is a pass-through entity. So what do we mean by that? Means the entity does not pay any tax. Okay, so the entity computes the profit, and then it divides the profit based on the agreed profit sharing ratio to all its members. Okay, and that's what we see. The partnership itself does not pay business taxes. It is called a pass-through entity. Okay, and instead taxes are passed through to the individual partners to file on their own tax returns, often via Schedule K. And Schedule K is a summary schedule of all the partners' share of income, credits, deductions, etc. Okay, so I'll just show you how this looks like. Yeah. So this is how a partnership return looks like. 1065, form 1065. This is how a partnership return looks like. This is the return that you would be filing in case you set up a multiple member LLC or a partnership firm. This is how it would be. This is how it look like. You can go to Google and then download this form 1065. This is how it looks. The income, and then you deduct the expenditure, you get the, and then the tax and payment, then you get the profit. Okay, the ordinary business income. Schedule B, of course, it's the accountant's job, your tax accountant's job. You need not worry about it. He or she will do the right thing for you. So this is that Schedule K, what I was referring to. Partners distributive share items. Okay, so, and then each partner will get something called a Schedule K1, which shows their individual share of profit. And Schedule L is about balance sheet. So in case you are of course, you have to maintain your books of accounts, right? If you are running your payroll, you have to ensure that you make those statutory payments every month. I mean, whether it is your FICA taxes, your state disability insurance payments, or anything, statutory payments must be taken care of. Then Schedule M1, M2, you have to ensure that the income as per your books tallies with the income as per the tax return. And then analysis of partners' capital accounts. So what happened on the partners' capital accounts and all. Okay. So let's come back. Okay. So this is about do partnership pay taxes. So just remember those two forms that I have showed you. One is form 1065 and then Schedule K1. Okay. Did I miss showing you that Schedule K1? Let me bring that up here once again. Yeah, so this is your partnership tax return, okay, form 1065, and this one is your Schedule K1. So this is that individual partner's share of income, deductions and credits. Okay, so you can just download it, or you can just take a screenshot of it and then keep it. Fine. Cool. Next, as we move into how does a partnership firm differ from other forms of business organization. As we saw at the start of this presentation, there are different entities. You have the sole proprietorship, you have this general partnership, then limited partnership, S corporation, C corporation, LLC and all. Okay, now you see the limited liability protection here. The sole proprietorship, like let's say independent contractor or a general partnership, they don't have limited liability protection. So God forbid something happens to the business, even your personal assets get sued. So you have to ensure that you have limited liability so that your personal assets are not affected. Okay, and then limited partnership for limited partners only, S corporation, then C corporation, and then limited liability company. Okay, I have made some other videos also, so I would encourage you to please take a look at those videos also. Okay, in iLead Tax LLC YouTube or Facebook channel. Please take a look at that, and in case you have any questions, you see our contact details below. You can feel free to reach our team and they'll be happy to assist you. Okay, and I also given the tax treatment here, how they are taxed, whether are they taxed at a corporate level or are they taxed at a personal level. I'm more biased towards setting up an LLC and S corporation. Of course, partnership also. Okay, and here we picked up some differentiating points, so you can just give it a read if it is applicable to you, but most of it you people know it well if you have been following my channel. Now, if partners don't have limited liability, then why set up a partnership? Very good question. Partnerships have several benefits. They are often easier to set up than LLCs or corporations, and do not involve a formal incorporation process through a government. Okay, so it is not as complex as setting up a corporation, especially a C corporation or something like that. This has the added benefit of not being subject to the same rules and regulations that apply to corporations and then LLC. So it's like unregistered partnership, like 2-3 people, they are just coming together, let's say on 1099s only, they're just coming together and then they are just starting this business. So partnership also tends to be more tax friendly. Now let's see types of partners. I told you about types of partnership based on the duration and then based on the liability. Now let's talk about the different types of partners. You see here you have actual partners. We must have read it in our childhood also, especially if you are from a commerce background. You must have studied this at some point in time in your +2 or in your graduation. So actual partner, dormant partner, nominal partner, partner only in profit, angel investors, sub partner. Okay, so these are different types of partners, the terms that you must be knowing. And what types of businesses are best suited for partnership? Now we cannot limit it, though we have mentioned here that partnerships are often best for a group of professionals in the same line of work, where each partner has an active role in running the business, and these often include doctors, lawyers, accountants, consultants, investing and architects. Of course, whatever is your field of expertise, that's where you got to look for the right talent. You may be an IT consultant, but still you may be looking for an investor or looking for a marketing or a technology head. I mean, it's like different hands running on one vision. So that's what is partnership. And there's something called as joint venture, what we saw a while ago. It means it's a specific venture. Now as you see here, joint venture is a specific venture, where partnership is not limited to a specific venture. It's a continuous process, and the members in a joint venture, they are called co-venturers. Here they are called partners. And a joint venture, profit and loss are shared at the end of the venture. So that venture could be 1 year, 3 year, 5 years, like let's say building a mall, building a flyover, or a corporate office. I mean, it could be a joint venture. But here in partnership, the profit and losses they get shared annually. Then no firm name. Here you must have a firm name. In joint venture, no need for separate books of account, but here separate set of books of accounts must be maintained for each partnership. So let's say you are somebody who is running staffing business, then you have rental real estate LLC, then you also run an IT consulting company. So for each of this business, you must have a separate set of books. Next, minor cannot be a co-venturer in a joint venture, but when it comes to a partnership, even minor can be admitted into partnership. And accounting, that's too technical. Okay, liquidation basis, going concern and all that we will talk when that happens. So let's not get into that. But this are like an overview of the differences between a joint venture and then a partnership. And what are the due dates for filing partnership tax returns? It will be March 15th. Okay, currently the team is working on the extended business tax returns that will be due on September 15th. So in case you have still not filed your partnership tax returns, please let us know. Those of you who have taken extension on form 7004, that's the form where you take the extension, for filing a business tax return, partnership tax return. So if you have taken an extension, or if you missed taking an extension also, please get in touch with us so that we can help you file your tax return soon and you can avoid the penalty. Okay, and the regular tax filing deadline is always April 15th. Okay, so these are the quick 9 things that I wanted to present to you, and we will wait to hear from you on when you want to start your partnership firm. Okay, and you can always schedule a complimentary consultation to discuss your personal or business tax situation. Our tax experts are always there. You can WhatsApp us or you can drop us an email also. The team will get in touch with you to help you on anything. Okay, so a disclaimer, please make your own research also and findings before you make any decision based on this video that you just watched. And thank you very much for watching this video. Most of you know that I also run iLead Tax Academy, which is called as India's #1 USA Taxation, Accounting and Payroll Academy. We are the only one who currently teach the real-time tax return preparation and all. So if you have a passion to learn taxes, get in touch with us. This is our academy information also, when we offer all these courses. Enrolled agent, which is the highest tax credential in the USA, and fundamental payroll certification, that's from the American Payroll Association. And then we teach you how to do taxes. It's so happy to see some of our clients, housewives, have become tax return preparers, those financial analysts. Now they monitor where every money is going and wherever the money has gone, they ensure that it is tax deductible. So and even small business owners also, you get to learn the QuickBooks so that you are able to see the different reports, your monthly P&L, your cash flow statement, and different reports that is provided by QuickBooks. So it's always good, as a king you should know everything that is happening in your kingdom. So we encourage that you learn these things so that you are in a better position to have that proper conversations with your accountant also. And iPlan tax program is something that is very, very popular in iLead. So it offers you consultation on all these matters that is listed here. So you can pause and take a look at what are those topics for which you need consultation on, and you can schedule a free consultation with us. And it also provides for monthly, quarterly discussion also. Please get in touch with us so that we can also review your last 3 years tax returns, because sometimes it so happens that after you speak to us, or any accountant for that matter, it may so happen that you missed claiming a particular deduction or something like that. So in such cases, you can always go back up to last 3 years and then amend those tax returns and look for any additional refund, or ensure that you have complied. So even those people who have not yet filed their FBAR or FATCA, Foreign Bank Accounting Report, or Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act, just ensure that you file it so that you avoid any civil and criminal penalties also. So this is something about iPlan tax program. Then they say that the hardest thing in the world is to understand the taxes, but we make it easy to understand, just like what you have seen in this video. And this is Nanda Kumar K V here, and if you want me to make more tax videos on any other tax topics like personal tax, business tax, on these topics that is listed here, please feel free to get in touch with me. And also, if you are a CPA firm who is looking for some help in processing the tax returns or extending support on bookkeeping or payroll, we would love to help you. Okay, you have my coordinates here. You have our company contact details also here in case you need any consultation from our end. And if you want me to make any video on any particular topic, please let me know and I'll come back with another interesting video. I hope you enjoyed today's session, and if you still have any questions, please feel free to email, and I'll soon revert. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye bye.